Hi, good morning, everyone. It's Jennifer with Raining Moon Tarot. I hope you've got some coffee or tea going and that your day's off to a great start. So, I'm here with the weekly reading for you all. And so, I'm just going to go right into it. So, the first card that I drew is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And again, reverse cards are not bad cards, they just offer a different insight, okay? So, the Queen of Pentacles, I do feel that this is related to your immediate environment. And in particular, I feel that this is related to your home environment. What I'm picking up with this card is that some of you have been in a roommate situation that has basically gone bad. It might have been with a romantic partner that you were involved with and you were living with, or it could have just been a friend or a family member or just a roommate that you were living with, and whoever it was, you've had some kind of disagreement with them and you've decided, hey, this isn't going to work for me. I cannot live with this person. And for that reason, you have started putting money back, is what I'm picking up from this card, for a potential move that you may be having to make soon. And I am also picking up that this card could be related to some kind of overspending that happened. So, whatever the reason is the reason that you're tightening up your budget right now. All right, so the next card that I drew is the Eight of Swords, upright. And this card is what's going on with you right now in the present. And because of the situation that you were in, although you've been starting to put money back, which is great, that's the first thing that you always do when you're in a situation like that. So good job. But I don't feel, excuse me, obviously I can't speak right now. All right, so I feel that with the Eight of Swords, even though you're putting money back, I don't feel that you're really done with the emotional part that has happened with you and this other person. I do feel like that you're concentrating more on what happened rather than on what your next move is going to be. I am picking up that you're hoping that the situation will reconcile itself somehow, and that you don't have to, pick up and move, and make a change, a complete new change. But this card is a card that reminds us that, yes, it is time to change. The situation's not working anymore, and that you're not really seeing the bigger picture right now, that you're refusing to see what's going on around you, and it's causing a lot of cloudiness. And when you're in your thinking, mental blocks are going on. Basically, you don't have a solid plan in place, as to what your next move is going to be. So this card, is just an awareness card that, you really do need to stop and think about what happened, and, remind yourself of the reasons why, you can't be around this person anymore, and focus on, getting out of that situation rather than just on what actually happened. So the next card that I drew is basically the solution card. And this is the Six of Swords. And, really you couldn't have asked for a better card with this situation, because the Six of Cards, I always think of it as it's basically like a boat, it's it's basically a transit card. So, you have an opportunity that will be coming into the near future that is going to offer you the solution on how to get out of the situation, okay? I don't feel like this opportunity, to get out of this situation, I don't feel like this opportunity is going to be a permanent solution to your problems. I feel like it's just going to get you immediately out of the situation. It's going to help you, exit out. And, I still feel like there's some work to do with, your living situation, and and with yourself, as well, to to go further on in your life, and make positive changes. So this is the way out. And just be aware with this card. It's going to be like one of those subtle hints, okay? When the opportunity comes, it might be something that you're presented with, and you're like, I don't really dig that. I mean, obviously, if you have really bad feelings about it, don't take the opportunity, but you'll know it when it happens, and it will be a subtle hint. Basically, it's just going to be a means to an end right now. Okay, and also that's the end of the reading, first of all, and I don't want to forget that we have a full moon that will be occurring this week, and it's a super moon, and it's going to happen on September 27th. So this Sunday coming up, it'll happen that evening, and it goes through the 28th, the next day. So Sunday and Monday, and it is in Aries. So we have an Aries full moon that's coming up. Full moons are always a great time for closure on things, and it's always a good time to kind of reevaluate what's happened thus far with you, and start basically closing the doors to things that are not working with you anymore, and that way you can be there ready to open the new doors for awesome new things that are coming in, and they will come in. They will come in. You just got to close those old doors, okay? Because they're no good. I can't stress that enough. So with the Aries moon also coming up, Aries is an independent sign, and it's also a very fiery sign. So you might be feeling fiery this week, but Aries is also all about independence, and Aries doesn't really care what other people think. So take that independent part of Aries, and that part of them that can stand alone, and use it to your advantage with the situation. And don't worry about what happened here. Don't get caught up in the drama. Just focus on what you're going to do next. Focus on the future, and don't let your emotions get the best of you. Basically, put that fieriness out. Okay. All right. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you next week. All right. Thanks. Bye.